back for another ride. Electrified Addictions. Today is September 1st, August 25th, Monday evening. It is approximately 5 p.m. We currently have 2,156 miles on this Ridstar Q20. It's beautiful out today, a little windy, especially when you get riding a little bit. Oh yeah, it's windy today. Beautiful riding weather though. Temperatures are perfect. It won't be long. Autumn will be here. Be a lot of cold weather settling in. Let's swing it around. I did buy this bike with my own money. I was gonna buy the Q20 Pro. That bike is almost $2,000. And they say even with the dual motor, you don't get much more speed, maybe a mile or 2 hours out of it. Stop sign. I'm very pleased with this bike. I mean, it's gotta have pedals, as long as you're not flying around like an idiot. You'll obey traffic laws, just like you are in a car, or even if you're on a motorcycle, same thing. Traffic signals, laws, stop signs. Stop. Go. Hi. I live in a nice town. beautiful out tonight. Okay, let's start off in third gear. Oh yeah, she moves pretty good. Kick her down a notch. Don't want to get any attention. For some reason this bike, since I greased the hub motor, I had it up to 34 miles an hour yesterday night. And it feels just as quick today. Pull into the school here. And we'll do a glance over real quick. Okay. So, it looks pretty good. So this bike was equipped with DOT approved brakes. It actually takes DOT 4 or 5 fluid. So they're OEM approved. Amazon does not carry the pads because they're double pin. The double pin is pretty hard to find. You have to go through Ridstar itself. Seems to be holding up pretty good though. I think with the cooler temperatures, she's running great. Bag I put on myself. I cut it into the seat. Nice and clean. I keep it clean. I keep it nice. My pride and joy. I got another bike coming in by the middle of the month. I just got standard shipping. Some of the shipping costs, they wanted $400 for shipping. I couldn't believe it. It's half the price of the bike. Okay, jump on and go for a ride. Yeah, $400 for shipping. It's crazy. Okay, let's use the pedal assist. Drain my battery too fast. But almost every night I ride it, I throw a charge on it. I had this bike 2 years now. Like I said, I have over 2,000 miles, almost 2,200 miles. It's been good. I took the hub motor apart once, just to check the nylon gears. Nylon gears are good. They show no wear. I used red lithium grease. It quieted it up. Seems to be running great. Battery seems good. Of course, over the years, you notice the difference, and the battery will degrade in time, but it seems to be working great yet. Wonderful. I for a bike that was $1,000, actually $1,100 2 years ago. You can buy it today for less than $1,000. So it's about $1,000. These bikes that they're making are getting better and better. I wonder what the future holds. I think if they were to do something about battery capacity to make them smaller and lighter and hold just as much power, that would be awesome. And I think with technology, they're probably in the making of making something like that. I mean, you got 18650s, you got 21700 cells, you got Samsung, you got LG. I heard the Samsung cells are the best right now. I mean, it depends on your discharge and what you want to build. I believe the 18650s are a pretty good battery. Like I said, I had it for 2 years. 3 bikes from Ridstar I have owned, and I've not had any problems with any of them. Oh, except for one from Ridstar. The battery stopped taking the charge. The bike was only like 6 months old. So I went to price the battery. It was the 23 amp hour battery that was in the frame. That battery was over $600. So here it was, just the charging port plug went bad. So I just changed the XT60 connector, made my own charging wire, and fixed the issue. So it wasn't the battery, it was just the charging port. So yeah, you have to be handy with these bikes. You know, if you want to do some upgrades. Alright, let's bring her up Orchard Hill. See how she does. Gun it. "25 miles an hour, down to 23 in pedaling. Yeah, I can do 23 miles an hour up that hill, and it's pretty steep. But also I'm pretty fit. I'm pretty fit. I can put some stroke in the pedal yet. 23 miles an hour up that hill with a single motor, 1000 watt. But for anyone who has an electric bike, it's like the first time I purchased this bike and I went for a ride, I felt like He-Man. I thought I had legs like Neil Armstrong. It's such an amazing and awesome feeling, especially when you start approaching like 30 miles an hour and above. Pretty cool just to have that power. And like, it's not like a normal bicycle where you're just like tired, and it allows you to go much further. And that one Ridstar I had, I can go over 100 miles. Yeah, my other Ridstar, I think it was the MG001 or MG01. That's the one with the adjustable saddle, 20x4 fat tires. Same as this, but the geometry was set up for a bicycle. With I had 3 batteries. One in the frame, one on the back of the rack, and one on top of the frame. That bike was like 65 amp hours. I did 110 miles on one ride, and it still wasn't dead. It was still at like 45%. So like when you really start stacking more than 2 batteries on, or if you have 2 30 amp hour batteries, that's 60 amp hours of battery power. That'll get you pretty far. And if you pedal with it, oh, forget it. You can go 100 miles easily. You could spend all day on your bike and not worry about having battery anxiety or whatever they call it. Range anxiety. Nice. Car behind me. So if you haven't purchased an electric bike yet, you should really consider getting one. If it wasn't for my bikes, I think I'd be crazy. Well, you know, thank you for watching my channel, and I hope that it continues to grow and I get the subscribers. Like I said, I want to get my new bike. I'll do an unboxing in the video. I ordered a 7-speed rear gear ratio for it. I think it's 11/28 tooth, is that what they are? 11/28 or 11/32, something like that. It allows you to pedal up the speeds to, you know, 35, 40 miles an hour, which they should ship the bike with them already on there, because once you hit 20, 25 miles an hour, you're ghost pedaling. And I just about changed on them all my bikes. I change out the grips, because the aerodynamic grips that come with it, they always spin on the handlebars. And it's not good to, you know, be riding around while your grips are spinning on you. That's like totally dangerous. Well, I hope my channel grows and I get the likes, the comments. Head back on the road here. But I think the bike I know it's a 24x4 fat tire, 4x24 fat tire. 34 amp hour battery at 52 volts. They sold a 60 volt bike with a 32 amp hour and a 26 amp hour. And I even thought like 26 amp hours is nothing compared to, you know, 34 amp hours. They say this bike has a top speed of almost 50 miles an hour with no rider. So I might be able to get that bike up to about 40, 45 miles an hour. That would be awesome. Even if I hit 42, I mean, 40 miles an hour on these bikes, because you got to remember you're still on a bicycle. You're on bicycle components. 40 miles an hour, I think, is good enough. And with all that torque and all that power, you know, you can get out of the way of cars if you need to. You can just hit that throttle and get out of the way. It's definitely a good night for a ride. I can't get over the weather we had this summer. It was a really good year for riding. I put over 1,000 miles on this bike this year again. Actually 1,160 miles. It's just something to do. It keeps your mindset, gets you off the couch, it keeps you in shape. You can pedal with it if you like. You can take a break and just use the throttle. Pretty cool. I remember years ago I would build bicycles. There was a bicycle place where I lived in Kearney, New Jersey, and they used to make Shimano parts, Kent bicycle frames. The company was called Kent, K-E-N-T. Maybe some of you guys remember that company. It was based in Harrison, New Jersey. And years ago, they would throw out their defective parts. And I would go in their garbage box and build a bike every week out of that box. I mean, I literally would get rims, tires, the whole complete frame. Sometimes I would find more than a whole bicycle put together. You see how people are with their cars? It's like, that's what gets you in trouble, when you act like an idiot. And that's how most people are today. They have no respect for you, no respect for people on bicycles. And hell, I don't even think they know how to respect themselves. But hey, thank you for watching. And one good lamp's over. So beautiful. I am just so lucky to live in such a beautiful place. It's gorgeous. And one good look at the bike. Thank everyone for watching. And please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And everyone have a good evening. Take care and always be careful. Bye.